Happy birthday to you. Hey, how are you?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you. You know, I know that you're a storyteller.
I am a storyteller.
What do you tell stories about?
Well, I tell stories about people like you who suddenly appear at my door. And I tell ancient fairy tales and mythology, and inside I love to weave sort of incredible stories, lots of them about New York City and things that happen on the street, and you have sort of these magical meetings and things that you see, and you know, someone who's has been filming hawks, or you know, somebody who's suddenly dancing on the street.
So you have a lot of stories on your heart.
I do.
If you had to pick one item here that tells a story about you, what would that be? Huh?
Okay, well, we're going to pass by one of my favorites, which was from after the earthquake. I went to Haiti, and this is just the devil taking children away.
Oh, let's go on.
Because I love it. Oh, I'm going to show you this. I think this painting of the stag, because it's a really primordial animal, and it's from the caves of Lascaux. And I always think this, for me, epitomizes something about New York. I mean, we are on an island made of stone.
Yeah.
And in my imagination, if I could go swimming, I would enter these ancient caves with, you know, sort of mythological creatures underneath the city. And many of them seem to have escaped up into the city. You can see them on the subways.
Oh, so you see the creatures all around.
I do, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Now, actually, I want to ask you, like, in a story about New York, what would be the good force?
The good force?
Yeah.
Well, I think that there is a basically good force in New York. It's the energy of this city.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes I think of Manhattan as a kind of holy stone palace.
Right.
And you know, there's good and evil, and there's lots of difficulties, but there is something amazing in New York. I think it's one of the friendliest cities in the world.
So you don't see any, there's no bad forces in the story about New York?
A story wouldn't be a story without some conflicting forces.
Well, what would that be?
Well, I think there's a lot of greed in Manhattan.
Let that be said. You know, I actually want to know, like, where do you keep your stories? Like, how do you memorize them? Do you have a place you write them down?
I don't memorize stories, but I do write them down, and I do a lot of research on the stories.
Right.
So you see my libraries, and over here is the main desk where I write. So I sit here very often, and I outline stories, and you can see lots of files, but where are they? They're in my head.
And you know, I want to get in your head one day. 3 minutes is out, but on our way out, like, where can I hear you tell your stories?
Oh, well, I tell stories often in Central Park. On May 7th, I'll be in Battery Park. I've told stories for the American Museum of Natural History, even for Town Hall, the Provincetown Theater, and I have to unlock you to let you out.
All right, but have a great day and a great birthday.
Thank you so much.
I will definitely come and hear your stories. Bye-bye.